There she is. I got picked her up yesterday, which was Thursday morning, and got it here to the house. This is the same one that was in the video. I ended up buying the 15-inch Bandit, and I said in that previous video that I was wanting an 18 or really wanting a 19. Well, when I got down there and looked at the size of this one right here, it kind of changed my mind a little bit, but just mainly because of the footprint of it. And this is a pretty good size machine right here. It wasn't that I couldn't, go after the 19 or 18 or whatever. I just felt like that once I seen the size of this one, that I kind of needed to stay within this range, because a lot of the places where I'm at are kind of tight, and I'm going to be moving this thing around with a mini excavator once I get it where I'm going with it and all. And you'll kind of see what I'm doing and the reason why I did what I did. But like I said, this is a pretty good size machine right here. All this metal on this back sheet back here is 1/2 inch thick. It's very, very thick stuff. It ain't no joke. This is a drum, what they call a drum style chipper. It has 4 knives on it. On the drum, there's 4 bolts per each 4 knife. Knives are about 60, a little better than $60 a piece, so it's 240 something bucks to change the 4 knives on it, which, as long as you don't run any foreign material or dirty wood in it, knives will last a long time on it. It has a Ford V8 overhead cam gas engine in it. The diesel option was $22,000 more, and actually to go up to the 18-inch was not that much more money in reality to go up to it. It's just the 18 weighs 2,000 pounds heavier than this machine, and it's also 2 feet longer than this machine is right here. It has torsion axles up under it with electric brakes on it. It's got a huge hydraulic winch up here on top of it right there. I wanted the winch. I didn't want the machine without a winch on it, and you're gonna see why here pretty quickly, why I chose to go with the winch on it. And because the winch will be used a good bit. It's a Ramsey winch is what it is. Me and Hunter come out here last night, or right before it got dark, and we were playing with it, working it. I actually did a startup with this thing with one of the guys from Bandit over, he's from over in the Atlanta area. He came over yesterday morning and met. We met at Trax Plus. So we actually have their Trax Plus's main headquarters is down in Hickory, Mississippi, but we also have a branch here in Columbus. They brought the machine up here to Columbus, and he came over and we did a startup on it, and he went over the entire machine with me, showing me a lot of stuff about it and all that, and very, very helpful on that, and got me all situated on that stuff, because I've messed with the 12-inch Vermeers with Johnny and them on theirs, and this one is it's a little bit different. It's not much, but I'm not very, I'm not a fluent on chippers by no means or anything like that. But he went over everything, got me up to snuff as far as that goes. I was wanting a hydraulic jack, and I'm kind of glad that it does not have a hydraulic jack on it, because this is what I'm going to do with this thing. I'm going to probably today or later on this evening, I'm going to order a heavy duty electric jack to go on this thing. I know which one I want. They run about between $500 and $600. And the cool thing about the electric jack is I won't have to have the engine running on the machine to make the electric jack work. And so that'll be the neat thing. I'll have to do a little bit of fabricating up here on this plate right there, but I got the man with the plan to do that. Oh, because the same guy that helped me with my fuel tank, I'll get him to do this here for me when we go to put the jack on it. The fuel tank is done. It's in my shop. I just got to paint it now, but it's completely done. We did that fuel tank in just messing around in 3 nights. Got it done. But and the cool thing is this machine was probably not what a lot of people cost-wise think it probably was. I got in this machine and so without spending just an incredible amount of money or anything, and so I can be comfortable, you know what I mean? And probably a lot of people don't realize just how much tree work that I do week to week. I started on a monster job yesterday, and got about 6 hours or so in it. And I like one more tree. I'm gonna go to awards day up at the school this morning for Emma. It's at 8:30, so I'm gonna leave here in just a little bit and head up there and watch that. But and then after I'm done with that, then I'm going back to finish that job. And I won't be chipping it. They're actually cleaning it up, so that's pretty cool. But this thing, when it's at full song, it's crazy. And y'all will see some videos of it. I'm not even gonna crank it up right now on video or anything. I cranked it up the other day in that video, but it's very simple to work. This is your forward, reverse, neutral on your feed wheels right there. So you got, you can either make them run where they're pulling into the chipper, or you can make them run where they're pushing out, or you can just put it in neutral position where they just stop. And then this lever right here works your feed wheels, lifts this top one up. This thing will travel all the way up to there. There's a cylinder for it right there. This is your winch control in and out on it. This is your disengage for your winch to unlock it to free spool it going out right there. I do have a couple of nylon slings that I'm going to be attaching that I'll use to winch with. So this is actually a Tuffelberger rope right there. Is what that is, and it had a tag on it when I pulled the winch out on it last night. And had that. This one does not have the safety bar on it. The Bandits don't have them on it across this bottom lip like the Vermeers do. That's a cool little deal to have that safety bar, but on the Vermeers it can be very, very frustrating to when you're running the machine and you're feeding the heck out of it, because it's very easy to bump that bar with a limb or anything. The feed table on the Bandit is not as high up as the Vermeer is either. Of course, it's jacked up a little bit on the front, but it's not near as high of a feed table as what the Vermeer is. But I like the fact that I've got a dealer right here in town to work with, so that's a good thing. Right here is your cover. There's a pin right there. You unlock a pin, you unlock a lock over there. This is kind of a lockout, tag out kind of system. When you pull this out, the chipper won't do anything. So you pull that out, unlock, pull this pin, flip that door open, and the drum is right there where you can change those knives if you need to. They're reversible. So you got 2 sides on them. The anvil, you get to it from under the bottom. There's a trap door right here that hinges down. You may can see the hinges right there. Hinges down, the bolts are in the bottom of it. This one does have a rope shear thing on it. This is it. This rides right against the knives, and there's a knife on both sides of this thing right here. And what it does is in the event that a rope does end up going in the chipper, it's supposed to cut it when it comes around right there, which that's one thing. If I have somebody, I won't never have, but just a couple of different people working with me, and that will be very understood before we fire it up. And this is the lock right here to lock the drum while you're changing the knives. You can pull this out and stick it in there as holes in the drum, or you can lock it where it won't roll. It's very simple to work. Everything's set on it. Just open this, stick the key in, crank her up. Oh, there's a glimpse of the fuel tank right there. Already pressure tested it. I'll do a video about that later. So one thing that I did do, that y'all that are familiar with the Bandit chippers, you probably already noticed this early on in the video. They put on the plug, they put two, you can unplug it right here too, so you can take this section out. They put two six pin rounds on it. And it's, I guess the chippers are, the chip trucks, I guess they predominantly have that or something, I don't know. But so first thing I did was last night, I changed it out to a 7-way flat, because that's what my 5500 has on it, and that's also what my silver truck has on it too, where I wouldn't have to run an adapter on or anything. So I got everything, all the lights working on it and all that good stuff like that, and got that situated there. But this is it. It's very easy to adjust a chute on it. You just pull this lock, unlock that lock, because it locks in all those little places up there on it, and then you just spin this handle and it rotates it left or right, and then the angle it, up or down, you just got that jack right there, and then this gets the shield out here on the end. Just grab that handle right there and move it. But I've got a big chipping job to do with it tomorrow, so I'll be smoking her off tomorrow morning, which will be Saturday morning, and rolling with that. Like I said, I got a busy day today. Oh, the Ram 5500 is going in the shop Monday to have all the disco lights put on it and get all the toolboxes lit on it too, with lighting inside of them. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna try to, over this weekend, get my fuel tank, get it painted. I got one or two little cosmetic things to do on it, welding wise. I got to weld some mounting tabs on the front of it, and also I'm gonna weld a fire extinguisher mount on top of it too. I had to make that, which won't take but a second to do that. I did pick up a gravity fed fuel system that'll hook from the tank back to the filler neck on the 5500. So I picked that up Wednesday, got it, so I'll be able to run feed fuel from the tank into the truck. That kit wasn't his RDS kit. I was able to get it here locally. Wasn't but $80 with tax and everything is all it was, and very, very simple to install. And I'll show a video on that when I do it. I wish I'd have known about those things when I did this one here, and I would have fixed this one up to where it would gravity feed right into the filler neck on it. But I didn't realize that they had anything like that, and so which I can go back and put it on that, but I probably won't. I'll probably just leave it like it is. So yeah, man, very cool, very cool. And so I'm gonna let y'all go. If you need some tree work and you're here, and it doesn't necessarily have to be tree work now. If you've got stuff that you've cut down and you just want it cleaned up or want it chipped, I can chip now, and I can make your mulch right there on site and what have you. So I've got a lot of options now, the way that I'm set up here, and it can go a lot of different routes. So if you need some help or some help with your trees or anything, just look down below is my email, right down below, and just email me directly, and I'll come out and we'll get together. I'll come out and take a look, see what you got, get your prize. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.